Hi guys, how are you? So in today's video, I am going to be comparing the differences between a Wreck This journal and an anti-journal. I decided to do this because I get a lot of questions about which one I prefer more or what the differences between the two are, so I thought I would film a really quick video explaining the differences. So I hope it is helpful to you guys. The Wreck This journal I'm showing in this video is a brand new one, but the only copy of anti-journal I have is the one I'm working on, so obviously when you get it, it will not have Peter Pan on the cover. Here are the two books side by side, and based on covers, the biggest difference is the fact that Wreck This journal is paperback and anti-journal is hardback. The cover of Wreck This journal feels like your standard paperback book. It feels like it is a thicker kind of cardstock material. And then on anti-journal, it is a really nice, thick hardback cover, which makes it really nice when you are working on the pages because it gives you something sturdy to have underneath the page that you're drawing on. And I have found that with the Wreck This journal, because when you work on them, they triple in size once you're done. They get so huge. But because it's paperback, I find a lot of times you have to tape the spine of it to keep it together because the cover will eventually get destroyed. Here, I will show you one of my completed ones. Hold on. This was the first Wreck This journal I ever got, and the whole thing is completed. The book gets huge because of everything you have to do to the pages, and in the process, the spine tends to crack, and I actually had to duct tape it to keep the book together. But hey, it's Tinkerbell, so it's cute. My anti-journal is not complete yet, but I am thinking that because it is a hardcover, the spine won't fall apart as easily. As you can see, the pages have started to puff up a little bit because I have done a lot of them so far. However, the spine and the binding seem to still be in very good condition. And I would say the biggest difference between the two is that although they are both books with pages that have prompts on them telling you what to do, their themes are very different. Wreck This journal is designed to destroy the journal, but a lot of people have taken it and twisted that around and turned it into a very artistic thing, which is what I do. But anti-journal is specifically designed for artistic people. Each page is very creative and wants you to either draw something or write something or put down how you're feeling in a very creative way. I will go ahead and show you some of the pages so you can see what I mean. This is a page from Wreck This journal telling you to get your hands dirty and press them down on this page. This one wants you to poke holes in the page. This one wants you to dump coffee all over the book. This page wants you to stand on it and jump on it. This page says to crack the spine, and as I was saying, because it is a paperback, will result in the book eventually falling apart. This page says to rub on a dirty surface, which I've had two other Wreck This journals, and I'm pretty sure before it said a dirty car, so did they change some of the pages? Now I'm really curious, but you gotta rub it on something dirty. Collect dead bugs here, so I'm pretty sure you get the idea. Although Wreck This journal does have mainly pages that tell you to destroy the book, some of them tell you to draw on it or write on it, but a majority of it is just very destructive. But like I said, a lot of people have turned it into a space to draw. Anti-journal is completely different from Wreck This journal in the fact that it is specifically designed for people who are very artistic and like to draw and want to be creative. This page says to let out your feelings, vent angrily here but decorate it happily. This page says to explore art tools in mixed media, so each square tells you to fill it in a different way using different things. This page says to sketch strangers from behind. You can kind of see my beauty from the other side. And the only reason you can see my drawings from the other side is because I have a tendency of pressing really hard when I draw. but if you don't press really hard when you draw like I do, then the pages hold up amazingly and you can't see through them. This page says to describe yourself in color, which I think will actually be really neat. This page says the same view on different days. And this page says to combine people you like to create one individual. Another difference I have noticed in the pages is that Wreck This Journal, for the most part, only has the prompt on the page, and then there's a complete blank space for you to do whatever you want. As you can see, for the most part, there doesn't tend to be a lot of stuff on the pages, with the exception of a few, so you do have a lot of space to fill the page with whatever you decide should go on the page. Whereas Anti-Journal tends to have a lot of little illustrations on the page along with the prompt that it wants you to work off of or add to. The paper used in both of the books also have a very different texture from each other. The paper in Wreck This Journal, honestly, it feels like paper that would be in a regular book that you read. Markers and paints and stuff, they will bleed through sometimes. The paper in Anti-Journal is a little bit thicker and it accepts media a little bit better, like paint and stuff. Now, if you use Sharpie or stuff, obviously that will bleed through, and as you saw, when I outline with pen, it shows through sometimes just because I press down really hard and go over my lines a lot. That's just how I tend to draw. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be a lot of bleed through. The one thing I would say about the paper in Anti-Journal is because they use this really dark black ink, when you flip... Whoa! Fire alarm! As I was saying, because they use this black ink, when you flip the page over and you write on it, if there's the black ink right behind it, the ink transfers from this page onto this page in the shape of whatever you drew on the other side. So to stop that from happening, all I do is I put a blank piece of paper in between the two pages on the opposite page of what I'm working on, if that makes any sense. That way when I write or draw, if the black ink were to transfer, instead of going on the page opposite of it, it would go on the piece of paper in between the pages. Overall, I think they are both amazing books. I absolutely love both of them and would recommend both of them to anyone who loves these type of books and loves to be creative. I cannot pick a favorite. It would be like asking a mother to pick her favorite child. So I just thought I would film this video. That way, if you were thinking about purchasing either one of them, you might find out a little bit more information about them. Thanks for watching. I love your beautiful faces, and I will see you next time. Bye!